Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We've got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.
All right, thanks a lot, Susan, and thank you for tuning into the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. Rich Walsh alongside Gene Collier. We're taking your phone calls tonight. 412-575-00 is the number. Obviously, the first big topic tonight, the Buccos lose again. That's 9 losses in their first 11 games, Gene.
Right, 2-9 since the break, right?
2-9 since the break now. The Cardinals are the exact opposite. They've won 9 of their last 12 since the break, so teams going in opposite directions. Right now, the Reds are pounding the Brewers, so the Pirates are going to end up being in last place in the division by the time this night is over. And it was another typical start by Chris Archer. He does go 6 innings, but he gives up 2 home runs, and the Pirates can't find any offense in tonight's game, and they go on to lose it by the score of 4-3. I just don't know what the deal is with Chris Archer. But it seems like this is the guy you're going to get. This is the guy that you have, a guy that has a tendency of giving up a ton of home runs. That's 23 and 24 on the year for him. It's not something you want from a guy that's supposed to be your ace.
Well, I won't pretend to know what's going on or why Chris Archer pitches this way, but he is one of the few pitchers that I've ever seen who is absolutely convinced that he can throw strikes up in the zone and get away with it at the major league level. I'm so tired of hearing about what a great slider he has when I don't see it at all. I think he threw 29 of them tonight and maybe got 3 swings and misses. You know, that thing gets crushed. I mean, that's what Martinez hit for the homer that won the game. But Chris Archer is such a confident guy. I think he thinks he can get away with pitches that he just can't get away with. And I don't understand what the Pirates are doing about this. They can't let him keep starting and give up 35 or 40 home runs by himself, but that's the pace he's on. He's not a major league quality starter. Certainly not a 1 or a 2. And he's costing them games.
Yeah, I mean, he's 3-7. He doesn't have a win since June, right? June 6th, I think.
What his last one.
Archer. So, yeah, he's on pace for a ton of home runs, and you don't see him pitch inside too often either. I mean, he's putting balls right over the middle of the plate.
Yeah, that slider to Martinez, I guess was on the outer half, but Martinez drove it over the right center field wall. The other one by Goldschmidt was a high inside pitch, but they were both up in the zone. And Chris Archer's pitches that are up in the zone, and they are many. He likes to work up there, but a lot of them get crushed. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, they need to figure something out with him, because when he is going well, when things are going well for Chris Archer, he's hard to beat because he gets confidence, and you can see it and you can feed off of it. And the Chris Archer that we saw at the end of last year is the Chris Archer I think the Pirates are hoping that they were going to get this year.
Yeah,
but it's nowhere even close.
No, and I don't think Chris Archer ever lacks for confidence. And if anything, he has too much confidence. He has way too much confidence in that slider. He should put that in his back pocket for a while, because that is not working.
I mean, what would you do with them, though? I mean, fix it. Would you move him to the bullpen?
Yes, I've said that on this show, I believe, 5 times. He's got to go to the bullpen. He is not helping them as a starting pitcher. I'm sorry.
Maybe move Chris Stratton into the starting role.
I don't know what to do, but I know what to do with Chris Archer, and it's not have him start every 5th day. All
right, what do you do with Jordan Lyles, who's starting tomorrow? I mean, the Pirates have lost his last 7 starts.
Yeah, he's in a bad way. Both are kind of emblematic of where Pirate pitching has been really since May 1st.
So the Buccos on pace to, if they're going at this pace, it's about 73, 74 wins on the season. That's way below what a lot of people thought they were going to be, even the people that thought they were just going to be average.
Yeah, it is. I mean, some people thought they could win between, 78 to 83. 74 obviously is not that. It's a disappointment.
All right, well, we're taking your phone calls tonight. 412-575-2600. Call. Complain about the Pirates. I'll let you vent. Whatever you want to talk about concerning the Buccos, it's your chance to call. 412-575-2600 on the Bordas and Bordas hotline. We'll be back in a couple minutes. Stay right there.
The Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call is brought to you by Ireland Contracting, celebrating 25 years as Pittsburgh's #1 home exterior expert in roofing, siding, windows, and gutters, where honesty and integrity